Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Between Monsters and Men. Today we will be diving into the curse of Lake Ronkonkoma. Ronkonkoma is the longest and deepest lake on Long Island, New York. At the deepest, it stretches to a staggering 70 feet, an attraction for family, friends, teens, and kids near and far as a place of relaxation, fun, and cooling off. During the winter, she is a source of entertainment for ice skaters and sledders, and the most scenic spot for picnics when the trees turn from green to orange. But with such possibility of happiness, most don't come to worry about her dark past. Since 1877 to 1977, there has been rumored of 147 drownings, and since 1963, another 32 were lost in the drownings as well. Locals believe that these mysterious drownings are the cause of an angry spirit, a Native American princess named Ronkonkoma. Here are just some of the variations of the legends. There was a Native American princess named Ronkonkoma who was walking across the ice one winter when she met and fell in love with an English woodcutter named Hugh Birdsall. Her father, chief of the Nesaquake tribe, forbade the relationship, so every day for 7 years she would write letters on pieces of bark, row to the middle of the lake, and float the letters across to Hugh. One day, after all those years of being kept apart from her love, she rowed to the middle of the lake and stabbed herself to death. In one version of the legend, the princess's name was really Tuscawanta, and that she drowned after learning about her lover's death, and afterwards her body washed up in Connecticut. Another was that she fell in love with the prince. In the pamphlet Nesaquake Tales, written by a Huntington historian, Rufus B. Langhans tells the story of an Indian maiden who was sacrificed to appease the great spirit Manitou. In Heather Flower and Other Indian Stories of Long Island by Verne Dyson contains the story The Troubled Spirit of the Lake. In this version, a broken-hearted Indian princess tied weights to her ankles and rowed out to the middle of the lake. She slipped over the side and was never seen again. Remorseful, her lover dived into the lake and searched for her body but failed. This is another story that said her body was found floating in Connecticut River some weeks later. Her grieving parents brought her back to Long Island, where she was buried with honors at Montauk Point. But the natives believe that her spirit haunts the lake and has caused whirlpools, waves, moaning sounds, and other mysterious events. One tale that is different from all the rest is of a young native chief who fell in love with a pretty maiden who failed to requite his love. Heartbroken, he paddled out to the middle of the lake, dove deep, and never surfaced again. The chief's body was found in the Great South Bay. Whether the legend or legends are true, there is no proof of this princess. However, Hugh Birdsall was a real person who eventually moved back to England and got married. One thing for sure, most of these legends revolve around a Romeo and Juliet setting, filled with love and tragedy, but without both members receiving the same ending for the exception of one legend. However, real people, men mostly, have been lost to the lake. July 4th, 1965, 4:30 to 4:35, a seizure victim drowns in the lake. Juan M. Lopez, 17, a Brooklyn teen who didn't know how to swim, drowns in the lake. July 6, noon, John Cherkas, 26, drowns while swimming with friends. July 3rd, Frank Camone, 9, drowns while swimming with a group of neighborhood children. August 14th, 2014, Kevin Conley, 40, a kayaker who goes missing at 3 p.m. Body was found on August 23rd, 2014 on the eastern shore. Witnesses claim that Conley was in the water calling for help. Before he disappeared into the lake, they said his life vest was off. These are the only victims I could find. I'm sure there are more, and going onto forums and searched for them, I did see names, but I didn't want to put them on the list without more evidence, such as names, dates, etc. 2 of the 5 that I've listed I'm sure has happened, and that is the Seizure victim and Kevin Conley, the 2014 kayaker. Whether it is an act of vengeance or in search of a soulmate, the drownings do happen and have been numerous, and because of this, Ronkonkoma's legend lives on. However, due to pollution, the once peaceful family fun lake and grave to many has been disrupted. Please remember to be respectful in the comments for the dead. For the information or to see where I've received my information, I have the websites linked in the description below. Now tell me, do you believe in the curse? For more creepy, bizarre things, please like, comment, and subscribe.